Trending Tuesdays with Dre and Smiley. Smiley, man, what's going on in the news? What's trending?
Wow, it's been such an exciting week. First, LSU, that game, Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese. It reminded me for the people who are younger or of our age, our generation, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson. You
Mm.
know, it was
Hmm.
just it was just going back to that era. It was just the competitiveness and my hats off to Angel Reese. She is so fierce. When I
Mm.
remember that Beyonce song, Fierce,
Yeah.
Sasha Fierce.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never heard of Angel Reese, and I'm gonna watch if I get a chance to watch. That was the first all ladies college game I've ever watched, and I was
Mm.
just fascinated by her and Caitlin Clark. The skill level was amazing. I'm not getting on the court with them. They gonna dunk on me. What was your thoughts about the whole thing?
Man. So, like you, I'm not even sure where to begin. The layers there, right? So, some of the things that stood out to me, the competitiveness, right? On the court, these guys were, I hate to say it, but they're enemies, right? But they have so much class at the same time. A couple things stood out. One is um, Angela Reese. She's a warrior, just like Clark. There was a point where I saw in a news conference, she was doing her hand like pointing to the ring, like Angela Reese was. And so she was getting a lot of flack. Exactly. And yeah, waving across her face. And like, she was getting a lot of flack by some on social media. Um, and the class, again, on the court, there were warriors. The class that was shown when Clark came out and was like, hey, listen, you know, we're both competitors. And Clark did it first in I think the prior game or so. She doesn't just, I don't know why they're giving her grief for doing that. She's a competitive, she's showing her competitive spirit. I like that. I like seeing that in Clark. Um, Another layer to this, Smiley, and tell me your thoughts on this. Let's say you and I compete and basketball, whatever, you name the sport. You win. And the league we're playing in says, Smiley, I'm gonna give you a championship trophy, and Dre, I'm also gonna give you a championship trophy. How would you feel? What I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Whereas Biden
definitely.
invites the first place and second place teams to the White House. Has that ever been done? What are your thoughts on that, man?
I just think my thoughts are I'm gonna quote Caitlin Clark. I saw her interview and she basically said, I want to go to the White House on other terms. I'm not going as a
Mm,
loser. I'm not going as second
yeah.
place. And she's like, if the Bidens want to see us to come, let them come to Iowa, but I need to
Mm,
earn my way to the White House. So I don't like the rule changes. If you earn it, then you get to go. But a lot of people change the rules, and that's why it's so important to define the rules. She thought, I guess Dr. Biden thought she was doing something. Oh, we'll celebrate both teams, but that's not the way. There can only be
no,
one. Champions
that's right.
want to win. They don't want to
Right.
share. That's why they're competitors. There's only one at the top.
By definition. By
By
definition,
definition,
champion.
so imagine this. Back in the day when I was playing basketball a little bit, people were upset when we lose a game. I was just so happy to play because it took me forever. I would never get picked. I was so glad, happy to play. And they were like, get this dude off the team. We're trying to win, and he's just glad to be here. Competitors want to win. Angel
That's right.
Reese said, I don't care about all those other awards. I play to win the championship. The college championship is her main thing. What's the main
Yeah.
thing? Her main thing is win the championship. The rest of the achievements were accolade byproducts of her chasing the
Mm,
main thing. And I just think she's such a inspirational spirit. I'm going to start
for
following her. I've
sure.
never heard of her. I watched her on that game and I was like, man, why are we watching this? And then I was so
Yeah,
impressed. So I'm adding college women basketball. I'm even watch a couple NBA, WNBA games because
yeah,
I'm just totally
yeah.
impressed. So how would you feel if they invited to second place, Drake?
I gotta tell you, man, if I was the first place, if I was the champion, I wouldn't appreciate it because, that's not how it's done, right? I don't know that would sit well with me. The class that I mentioned earlier was shown again by Clark when she said, "Listen, I don't wanna go as a, consolation prize. I don't wanna go to the White House on those terms." The big takeaway for me, Smiley, is, LSU, Iowa, both classy teams. LSU deserved to be the champion. Both teams played hard, but hats off to Angel Reese. I'm eager to see what's next in her immediate future. And
She's
yeah, for
young.
those of you, yeah, for those of you that haven't had a chance to check out the NCAA women's teams, you missed a good one this past March Madness. Check them out next season. Like Smiley said, um, there's a bright future for them. You guys have a great week.